Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. It has been a long time since I've seen you. I've had another baby. There was an entire global pandemic, crazy. But yeah, I'm excited to have you back with me today. We wanted to kind of kick our channel back off and get just some simple recipes rolling. Honestly, I wanted to do a sourdough recipe with you today, but it's Easter weekend here and I had friends and family over and I just totally forgot to put my starter out and was like, well, that's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna share with you today is one of my very favorite super easy recipes, banana bread recipe. And yes, I know there's tons of banana bread recipes and it's very easy, but I promise you this one is one of the best you'll have. It's super moist, it's super sweet, and it's really yummy. And it's kind of changed over the years as I ran out of ingredients and stuff. So I'll be showing you that. So what you're gonna be starting with then is two, obviously super duper ripe bananas. You want them to be about this size too. If you've got smaller bananas, maybe do 3, but it's not really gonna mess your recipe up. You just wanna have a decent size of banana. And then obviously what you wanna do is mash those bananas down really well. I like to get mine fairly mashed. I mean, you can leave it a little bit chunky, but I kind of get it to almost where it's liquefied. And then once those are mashed, this is one of my secret ingredients, is just 1 little cup of store-bought applesauce. It equals out to maybe about half a cup. I have these all the time because we have 1 million kids and I pack it in their lunches and our little girl Pepper loves these. So I always have individual applesauces, but if you don't, you can use half a cup. This happens to be cinnamon applesauce. If you have unsweetened, sweetened cinnamon, it really doesn't matter. It's just kind of about the moisture that you're using to put this in. Funny story, the one day I didn't have enough bananas. I had 1 banana, so just to replace it, I thought, what am I gonna put in there? Applesauce. Well, it turns out it makes it super moist and really good. So now I just do it every single time. And that's the fun thing about cooking, is whatever you run out of, you can always kind of substitute stuff. And it either makes it really good, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but you can always modify and change things as you go. And that's the beauty of recipes and how they kind of become yours. All right, so we're gonna stir this in with our banana. After that, you're gonna put 5 tablespoons of melted butter in. I typically use salted butter just because I like salted butter and I think it adds a little bit of flavor to everything. If you have unsalted, salted really doesn't matter. But you want to do 5 tablespoons of that. All right, and then you're going to do 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Just pour that on in. After that, we're going to put in 1 little eggie. So you're just going to crack it, put it right in there. I just want to poke the yolk, stir it around, make sure it's nice and mixed in. All right, got it. And then you're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Throw this in. All right, and then we are going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Don't want to forget that part or your bread won't rise. Which has happened to me plenty of times if I forget and I'm in a rush. All right, we'll stir that in real quick. And then we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon as well. Got a teaspoon here, hold on. All right. After this comes the secret ingredient that you don't normally put in banana bread. It's not that crazy, but I like to put in an entire cup of white chocolate chips. This makes your banana bread extra sweet and it melts in as it's baking and it's really gooey and you can't even necessarily detect it's there. It makes it over the top really good, and with the applesauce in this, it's really yummy that goes together with the cinnamon. Pour these in here, give them a stir. All right, and obviously it's not gonna be banana bread if we don't have any flour or sugar. So you're gonna get 1 cup of granulated white sugar. Obviously you wanna level these off whenever you're baking. Something like banana bread is not super duper important, it's not. Some recipes it has to be exact every single time. Banana bread's nah, it's okay. And then I like to use a really nice flour when I bake. I like to use King Arthur brand. It's made in America. It's got great levels of protein. It's not bromated. It's not your bleached all-purpose white flour. It really does make a difference in your baking. You know, if you've got all-purpose flour, it really doesn't matter that big of a deal. I just prefer it and have really come to like to use this, and especially like when I'm baking with sourdough breads and everything, which I'm going to show you in another video. It really makes a big difference, the flour you're using. And it's healthier for your family. It really is. If you're going to use whole grains and stuff that have been milled and they're more in their natural form, you're going to get some nutrients out of that, and it's a lot easier to digest. So yes, there's a lot of sugar in this, I know that. But if you have a really good quality flour, you're still going to get some nice nutrients from that and protein and all that good stuff. Okay, this is stirred together and it smells really, really, really good. You can smell the cinnamon and the banana. All right, you just need a traditional little like 9x5 loaf-sized pan. Oil it. You can rub butter on it, a little bit of cooking spray, whatever. You just want to oil your pan very well around all the edges so your banana bread doesn't stick to the pan. All right, now comes the fun part. We're just going to pour all this right in the pan. And this is it for your recipe. Very, very, very easy. And like I said, there's tons of banana bread recipes, I know that, but I really enjoy this one, and this is quite honestly one I make weekly. I make this at least once, sometimes twice a week. It's just a great way to use up really ripe bananas that you're not going to use, and all of my kids inhale this. I like to pack it in their book bags for snacks. You can have it for a quick breakfast if you're like running late, whatever. But I also like to take this when I go visit and stuff, hang out with friends or family. And everybody really enjoys it, to the fact that people have said, what did you do different with your banana bread? It's like way better than mine. And I said, it's applesauce and it's white chocolate chips, I'm telling you. It's funny because I didn't even want to use white chocolate chips. I prefer semi-sweet or dark. That's what I normally would put in something like this. I just didn't have them the one day and I just happened to throw the white chocolate chips in. And now I've been making it that way ever since, and I haven't gone back because it's really, really good. So if you don't like white chocolate, like I don't really normally prefer it, I'm telling you, try it at least once because you'll really, really like it. All right, so we're gonna pop this in the oven for 1 hour at 350 degrees. Let's get it in and then we'll cool it and eat some later, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It really, oh man, it really, really, really does. It is nice and gooey, and it's kind of springy to the touch, and if you could see it, it's like nice and melty. You can see the white chocolate chips in there, and they're like so, so good. I'm gonna cut myself a little piece just so I can show you what it looks like on the inside. It's still a little too warm. I probably shouldn't be cutting it, but I'm excited and I want to eat some, so here. All right, I always like to, it's kind of gluttonous, whatever. You don't have to put butter on it, but that's the way we like to eat it in my house. Just a little dollop, and when it's nice and warm, it gets melty and gooey and delicious. And it's absolutely sweet and yummy and moist, and I'm definitely taking a bite and enjoying some. I promise you will really like this recipe. It's super easy, super simple. That's really my style of cooking. I like to do everything very simple. And I'm gonna put everything for this recipe in the comment section below, and all the directions and everything that you need. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this, and we will see you guys very soon with another video.